Study hard, get a job, and live a better life is a known phrase to many schoolgoers in Uganda, but the majority of the youth are yet to witness its implication in real life. Defined as the share of labor force that is without work but available for and seeking employment, unemployment is the main cause of their misfortune. According to Uganda Bureau of Statistics 2018 report, Uganda has the youngest population in the world, roughly 70% of it aged less than 25 years and 58% aged less than 18 years, with the level of youth unemployment standing between 64 and 70%. Unemployment rate was expected to reach to 2.50% by the end of 2021, from 2.44% in 2020, that came with an upsurge of 0.72% from 2019, according to the Trading Economics Global Macro Models and Analysts' expectations. It also indicated that, in the long term, the rate was projected to incline to around 2.30% in 2022 and 2.00% in 2023. However, many Ugandans still consider unemployment a delinquent issue that requires solemn attention. 𝐷𝐼𝐒, a communications officer at Kampala International University, mentions that just a fraction of his classmates are employed.
Oh my goodness, in our class we are around 160 people. But if I can tell you, surprisingly, I know around 20 people who have jobs.
Overpopulation, slow economic growth, smaller formal labor markets, lack of decent work, rigid education system, rural-urban migration, limited social works, religious or ethnic sentiments, corruption, and job selectivity being the most common causes of unemployment in Uganda. 𝐾𝐄𝐕𝐀𝐒𝐒 adds the problem of unemployability.
Well, apart from my profession, I also do some casual work. I am a marketeer. I help people to find jobs here and there. So I'm a recruiting agent. So in that aspect, I have found out that most young people are unemployable. Well, some people don't get jobs because they don't have passion. I have friends who don't know what they want. They don't know exactly what they can do. The desire to get money quickly also has led to unemployment. Someone refuses a job where they are going to be paid for a month. They want to earn daily. Yet in this economy, most jobs, 80%, pay per month.
He also blames some parents for the baying of the cause.
Some parents want their children or sons and daughters to do things they think they should do. For example, most parents in Uganda want their sons and daughters to either be doctors or lawyers. Yet they can do something they love, something they can do better than any other person, something they can do well. You may force someone to be a doctor, yet they want to be a DJ somewhere.
Besides poverty, there are other long-lasting effects of unemployment on the physical and mental being of the youth.
The biggest one is increased crime. Many people who are involved in crime are the youth. Recently we had bomb blasts in Kampala. 80% of the people arrested are people below 35 years. So that could be a problem. We've had many young people commit suicide. That's a result of depression, which is also caused by unemployment.
Depression named among the effects of unemployment. Dr. Janet Ahimbisiwe, a clinical officer at Rubaga Hospital and proud member of the Joint Clinical Research Center, JCRC, explains.
Depression is a medical illness that affects negatively how someone feels, how someone thinks, and how someone will behave. According to the World Health Organization, it says it's 6.5% of those people. And out of 5 women, 1 woman gets depressed. And out of 10 men, 1 man gets depressed. And women are more likely to get depression than men. to diagnose someone that they have depression, they have to present with signs and symptoms of more than 1 week. So as this, because there are types of depression, there is mild, there is moderate, there is severe. So someone might be having mild depression. So if it is not treated, or if someone does not resolve their issues, it progresses to moderate. If still someone does not and doesn't resolve and doesn't seek for medical attention, they go to severe. And the good thing with depression, it has medicine, like it can be treated.
𝐷𝐲𝐕𝐀𝐒𝐒 mentions that dealing with depression in Uganda is so challenging.
You cannot tell me a youth who doesn't want to work and they want to eat from Sheraton. Tell me how they will get all the money they have and go and eat it in Sheraton and not depressed of what they are going to eat tomorrow. They will automatically stress of what they will have to eat tomorrow. So you can see it is not going to end, because depression is in a variety. You can find depression in families, you find it in schools, you find it at workplaces.
Thus advising the youth on how to possibly deal with it.
Personally, I'm a born-again Christian, and the Bible plays a big role, because these words always nourish us. They renew our strength every morning. We need to keep in the word. We need to pray. Reconciling with your parents. Yes, you've had a misunderstanding with your parent, but how have you gone about it? Reconciling with your workmates. Even if someone doesn't have the ability to apologize, you apologize for the betterment of your mental health.
In order to address the issue of unemployment, the government of Uganda since 1997 has implemented a number of programs, including NADS, MoJo, and now the Parish Development Model, aimed at creating employment specifically for youth. But some have questions about their implementation.
Okay, in Uganda, for example, the government has not planned properly for the youth, economic-wise. Yes, there are structures, but those structures are not well streamlined. The youth don't have that information. The information flow is poor. So sometimes it ends up not reaching the people it intends to reach. For example, we've had activities like the Parish Development Model. The Parish Development Model, apart from hearing it on TV, sometimes the youth don't know information on ground, so they are not engaged. Whereas it is a problem of the government and maybe the people responsible, the youth too are to blame. They don't go for that information.
Furthermore, the government implemented policies aimed at providing a conducive environment for the private sector to enable investors create jobs. Unfortunately, this has not yet fully worked, as Saddam Ahmed Doka, a software engineer, entrepreneur, clarifies.
The positives are meager, then the negatives are a bit big, whereby they hamper. One of the things is, I think, the taxi policies towards young startups. You find that you've just started a business, and the next day or after a week, 𝐾𝐶 comes in, and after 𝐾𝐶 URA comes in, they start putting out, and then you become demoralized so much, even psychologically a bit disturbed. And most policies to the youth, they're favoring mostly the rich. If you have a lot of money to invest, if I'm investing $1 million, it's different. Because government can do a lot in terms of holding business knowledge. The whole business comes to teach these youths, because a lot of us start these businesses out of passion, not because of I know how it works.
Saddam suggests some solutions to the government in order to address challenges affecting entrepreneurs.
When they are sensitizing people to pay, but they should sensitize us to learn how to pay. Like how can a Saddam like me be able to file my pay? Because a lot of us, when you hear URA, the rhetoric you have to they are coming for money. There is no friendly basis between URA and the populace. Yeah? And it needs to be so friendly that I want to pay my tax even without them asking for it. Yeah? To pay my pay monthly without involving a person who is going to charge me extra. What they can do is put up tutorials like on YouTube. Then they can hold seminars, even if you have to pay a few Ugandan shillings or even free, so that you learn. You learn how to build a successful businesses. Like the question is, how does Saddam from a company A build a multi-million-dollar business?
In the same way, 𝐃𝐄𝐕𝐀𝐒𝐒𝐓𝐀 urges the government to restructure education sector by reviewing the curriculum at all levels.
Well, one of the biggest solutions is to restructure the education system to make sure that the students know what they are studying. Whereas they are studying also, there is need to sensitize them to choose courses where they have passion, because it is passion that will make them give their best. It is passion that will make them express themselves very well at times of employment. Another thing that they can do to end the problem of unemployment is to encourage youth to go for practical courses. The government, the people responsible, the stakeholders should sensitize the youth that once you go to technical school, you can also achieve a better life. You can also be at the same level like someone who went to university. Because at the end of the day, it is what you do that helps you to stand out.
𝐵𝙗𝙪𝙙𝙮, a researcher and economist at Gateway Research Center, Uganda, in his writing, The Inevitable Advice of the 21st Century, recommends key policies that would enable government overcome the problem, and these are creating a safe environment for self-employment rather than trying to create jobs for a few people who in some cases may not have qualifications for them. Organizing periodical financial literacy trainings for youth to enable them manage their business finances well. Reducing bureaucracy for business registration of youth-owned businesses. Encouraging entrepreneurship so that people are able to create their own jobs by offering soft loans to youth indiscriminately. Improving and modernizing apprenticeship to train youth to match with the existing demand on the labor market. Providing informal opportunities for disadvantaged youth who cannot compete favorably with the other people. Reviewing of the current national curriculum of education to address issues of unemployment. Providing microloans to people who have small business to improve their capital base and the national budget, focusing on opportunities for job creation. Necessity being the mother of innovation, the Uganda Bureau of Statistics report of 2018 asserts that if self-employment is improved through sensitization, unemployment and poverty will gradually reduce. In the long term, there shall be progress towards achieving the National Development and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, respectively. Ignatius Kwatampora, Mediapreneur Hub, Mobile News.